Hey, if you're here, yeah, you have nothing else, nothing better to do. What's gonna happen here is I'm gonna do a little something here, but you are gonna just look at some sweet slideshows of some GTA, some images that I created in GTA, and listen to me speak, listen to me ramble on and on about something that I wanted to talk about. So here's the deal. Here's the deal. This video I'm gonna start a new phase of my linguistic branch of my life. And so yeah, so that's what I titled the stream. The stream's called English for Dummies. So I'm the dummy here, and I'm gonna learn English while a sweet slideshow of some GTA images and some Watch Dogs and whatever games I've played. The images keep playing. So yeah, so the first thing I wanted to talk about is why am I doing this? Well, so Rich, glad that you asked that question so late into the stream. I just wanted to learn, man. I just wanted to master a language. I had this one phase in the last semester of my third year of engineering where I was in the zone. I actually committed myself completely to learning English, and I got it. I got it completely narrowed down to just practice. I learned the vocabulary, I learned the grammar and everything, and the only thing left was to practice it enough so that it would be permanently imbibed into me. But I don't know what happened after I got the admission. I stopped actually practicing it. That's when things started going south, and I lost the entire grip I had with the language, and now I'm a noob again in English, and I know nothing. I've forgotten all the words, and I've forgotten all the grammar, and I've forgotten how I used to speak and write and read stuff. I used to remember words, and I used to come up with the right words, with the most appropriate word I could come up with for for any particular given for any given situation. I could speak my mind, but now it's again back to the same old blah blah shit. So what am I gonna do about it? That's the next step. So yeah, I'm gonna start from the ground up again. I'm gonna start with words. I'm gonna finish learning all the vocabulary, and then I'm gonna start using them and start it's just that. Yeah, so let me get this clear. When we're learning language, it's not just the vocabulary or the grammar. It's a state of mind, as the movie Arrival and the book it's based on say. I don't know the name of the book, but it doesn't matter now. It's a state of mind, it's the way you think. So whenever I want to be in that state of mind, I want to have that disposition where I grasp the words that are mentioned somewhere, or the words that I listen to, and I want to know the meaning of all the words that I listen to or I read or look at. I want to be in that position, and then I want to be able to use them, use the appropriate word, use the right word for the right situation, instead of, see, I'm getting the word compromise, but I know that's not the word that fits the most. Hmm. Anyway, so that's the plan. So the first phase, this is the first stage. By the end of this stage, I'm gonna have this all sorted out. I'm gonna start learning. I have an app with me. It's called Jerry Word List, and it has about 2,000 words or 3,000 words. I think it's 3,000. I'm gonna finish just glancing over them just once. I'm gonna finish that today, and by the end of the stream, actually, I want to do that by the end of the stream. And then, yeah, so the next stage, I'm gonna actually start reading some stuff online, maybe, or writing. Coming up. Writing is gonna be at the, I want it to be at the end. I'm gonna read stuff. I'm gonna read stuff and try to learn all the meanings, and then the next phase will start where I'll actually start writing stuff. So one stage want to be really really small because I've done this a zillion times now. I've read the same words again, again, again. So I'm gonna start reading the words. And why am I live streaming all of this? Well, the reason is that I won't do anything properly unless I live stream them. I don't know why that's such a thing now. Basically, it's just that I know I could be watched if I'm live streaming, and it also brings about kind of change in me, especially when, especially because I like cameras, I like making videos, I like editing videos and stuff. So I'm combining that with something that is hard to start off, kick off, learning stuff. So I'm combining both so that what I like and what I not particularly like go well together, and I can do both of them at the same time. Yeah, so there's gonna be a pretty slideshow with my face at one of the sides for the video, and I'm gonna start reading the words and maybe take a break from this after some words and then do some editing or do some Photoshop, I mean Photoshop or some other thing, and then get back to it. The goal for today. All right, what's the goal for today? The goal for today is to finish. The goal for today is to finish reading all the words. And then yeah, one other thing I wanted to get out there. It might. I started this practice of speaking with an accent last summer. I mean, and I imagine I was pretty horrible at it, but I think I've gotten a lot better just because I've been practicing so much over the past few months. I think I'm not that bad now. I think I'm actually pretty good with this accent now. So what I'm trying to say is, when you're trying to learn a new thing, you might be really, really bad. You might be the worst in that thing for the first few hours or days or months or years. But then by practice, you'll eventually come around the learning curve, and then you'll get better at it. And one fine day, you're going to look back at your first video or your first rendition of whatever with that skill, utilization of that skill, I guess. And you're gonna look back and you're gonna witness what a major leap you've taken, what a major changeover it's been in the past few months or days or years or whatever. And you're gonna be proud of yourself that one day. That one day hasn't yet come for me because I haven't looked at my first video. And I've actually stopped caring about how I sound right now because I've been streaming a lot and I've been talking into a lot of videos, so I don't care anymore about how I sound. Anyway, we've done a lot of talking. We've reached the 9-minute mark. Let's talk more work. So let's go. So the first, yeah, you can look at the crazy slideshow I've got up here. While I read through the words, while I plow through the words. The first letter is Z. Zany, crazy, zeal, enthusiasm, zealot, fanatic, zenith, point directly overhead in the sky. Yeah, I'm gonna need lots of water through this thing. Yen, longing, urge. Yeoman, middle class farmer, yield, income on investment or surrender and given. Yokel, country bumpkin. Xenophobia is fear or hatred of strangers. Waffle, speak equivocally about an issue. Waft, move gently by wind or waves. Waggish, mischievous, wife, homeless, child or animal. Wave, give up temporarily. Wallow, indulgent. One, having a pale or sickly color. Wane, grow gradually smaller. Wangle, wiggle out. Or fake. Wanton, unrestricted, unrestrained. Warrant, justify. Warranty, guarantee. Warrant, tunnels and travels. Very, very cautious. Bestial, profligate. Wax, increase. Waylay, ambush. Wean, accustom a baby not to. Nurse. Weather, endure the effects of weather or other forces. Welt, mark from whipping or beating. Yeah, so another thing I've observed is I need to use some website to learn the words by flashcards. Otherwise, I don't think I'm gonna make much progress. So after I finish this, the next stage is actually gonna be looking at flashcards and trying to come up with a meme from the back of my head. Welter, turmoil. Welter is also wall. Wheel, cajole, coax. Whelp, young wolf, dog, tiger, etc. Wet, stimulate. Whiff, puff or gust. Whimsical, capricious. Whinny, neigh like a horse. Wet, smallest speck. Whittle, fair, cut off bits. Whole, ring of leaves. Willful, intentional. Wily, cunning, wily, cunning. Winds, shrink back, flinch. Windfall, fallen fruit. Winnow, sift. Winsome, gracious, agreeable, engaging. Wispy, thin, slight, barely discernible. Wistful, vaguely longing. Withdrawn, introverted. Wither, shriveled decay. Witless, foolish, idiotic. Witticism, witty saying. Wizardry, sorcery, magic. Hey, there's Clark Kent. Oh, there's us. Oh man, what other pics do I have here? That's me. Look at my face. Witticism, witty saying, facetious remark, wizardry, sorcery, magic, wizened, withered shrivel. I hope there's no NSFW pictures here. That's Max. That's Lily. That's Max. Wizened, withered, shriveled, want, custom, habitual procedure, worldly, engrossed in matters of the world, wrangle, quarrel, wrath, anger, wreak, inflict, wrench, pull, strain, twist, twist, pull away, take away by violence, writ, written command issued by a court, right, squirm, twist. Hey, that's Trisha. That's Trisha again. We've finished 4 letters already. That ain't that amazing. And we went to Watch Dogs 2. Right, we vacillate, waver, vacuous, empty, vagabond, wanderer, tramp, vagary, caprice, vagrant, stray, or homeless wanderer. Vainglorious, boastful, valedictory, pertaining to favor, valid, logically convincing, validate, confirm, ratify, valor, bravery, vampire, vanguard, vantage, vapid, variegated, vassal, wanted, weird, changing direction, wasted, living a monotonous way, vehement, impetuous, vehemently, yeah, velocity, speed, venal, capable of being bribed, I'm sorry, vendetta, Bug feud, vendor, seller, veneer, thin cover, venerable, deserving high respect, venerate, revere, venial, forgivable, trivial, venison, meat of a deer, was venial, forgivable, vent, small opening, vent, express or utter, ventral, abdominal, ventriloquist, who can make his or her voice seem to come from another person or being, venturesome, bold, venue, location, veracious, truthful, veracity, truthfulness, verbalize, put into words, verbatim, word for word, verbiage, pompous way of words, verbose, wordy, verdant, hey, there's a wrench, verdant, green, verdigris, verge, border or edge, verisimilitude, appearance of truth, vernacular, living language, natural style, vernal, pertaining to spring, versatile, having many talents, vertex, summit, vertigo, dizziness, verve, enthusiasm, vestige, trace, or remains, vex, annoy, viable, capable of maintaining life, workable, viand is food, vicarious, acting as a substitute, it's vicarious. Vicissitude, change of fortune, which was food, why contend, vigilance is watchfulness, vignette is a picture, vigor is strength, vignette is also a short sketch, not necessarily a picture. Vilify, slander, vindicate, is clear of charges, vindictive, revengeful, vintners, winemaker, vipers, poison snake, virile is manly, virtual, that's really asking us to. Virtue is goodness, virtuoso is a highly skilled artist. Virulent is extremely poisonous, virus is a disease communicator, visage is a face, visceral felt in one's inner organs, viscid, gluey, viscous is also gluey, wise tool for holding work in place, visionary, produced by imagination, vital, vibrant and lively, vitiate, spoil the effect of, vitreous, pertaining to or resembling glass, vitriolic, corrosive or sarcastic, vituperative, abusive or scolding, vivacious, lively or animated, vivisection, act of dissecting living animals, vixen is a female fox, vociferous is clamorous or nice, vogue is popular fashion, wild style is changeable, explosive, evaporating rapidly, volition, act of making a conscious choice, voluble is fluent or glib, voluminous is bulky or large, voluptuous is gratifying the senses, voracious is ravenous, vortex is whirlpool or center of turbulence, vouchsafe is guarantee, wire is a peeping tom, peeping, peeper, peep, vulnerable, susceptible. We've finished we. Ain't that awesome? We'll get to you. Actually, you know what? We'll finish you and then we'll take a break and we'll look at some images and edit something or something. We'll do some creative stuff, as I thought. So we're doing you now, ubiquitous, present everywhere, ulterior. So basically, the app that I'm having has both the word and its meaning, so that's fun. I'm not actually, I don't have them recollected in my brain already. Ulterior, situated beyond, ultimate, final, ultimatum, last demand, umbrage, resentment, unanimity, complete agreement, unassuaged, unsatisfied, not suit, unassuming is modest, unbridled is violent, uncanny, strange. So bridle is like constrained, so unbridled is like an unconstrained. Unrestrained, restrained is the actual word, not constrained. Constrained is not the right word. Unconscionable, unscrupulous, excessive, uncouth, outlandish, clumsy, boorish. Unction, the act of anointing with oil. Unctus, oily, undergird, strengthen the base of, undermine, weaken, underscore, emphasize, undulate, move with a wave-like motion, unearth, dig up, unearthly, not earthly. Unequivocal, plain or obvious, unerringly, infallibly, unfaltering, steadfast, unfeigned, genial, unfettered, liberated, unfledged, immature, unfrock, ungainly, unwound, uniformity, unilateral, unimpeachable, uninhibited, unintim- unintimidating, unique, unison, universal, unkempt, unobtrusive, unprecedented, unprepossessing. Unprepossessing is unattractive. Alright. Unassuming is humble, I think. Yeah, it's modest. Yeah. Unravel, solve. Hey, these images. Yeah. Unravel, solve, unrequited, not reciprocated, unruly, unsavory, unscathed. 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 It's not unscathed. Unseemingly, unsightly, unsullied, untenable, untoward, is unfortunate, unwarranted, is unjustified, unwieldy. Unwieldy is awkward, unwitting is unintentional again. Unwanted is unaccustomed, upbraid is colored approach, uproarious is marked by commotion, are extremely funny. Upshot is the outcome, urbane is suave. What's the upshot? What's the outcome? Urchin, I remember that from Breaking Bad. Urchin, mischievous child. Ursine, bear-like. Usurp, seize power. Usury, lending money at illegal rates of interest. Utopia, imaginary land with perfect social and political system. That was you. We had tea, but before we get to tea, we are gonna take a break. Alright, so the slideshow has stopped. We are taking a break, and what are we doing? We could do some Photoshop. We could do some Photoshop, but that's not what I want to do. I don't want to Photoshop. Let's change the image at least. Jesus. This one's not good. Where is the GTA stuff? Let's open this. Alright. Oh, I need to be closer to the wall. Alright, what are we gonna do here? We're gonna have to do something, right? I can't just... I have an assignment to complete today and an exam tomorrow. Let's... Hey Phil Dunphy. What should I do? Do I have any other things to do? I'm gonna check my phone real quick, because I can't keep talking for all the time. Oh gosh, feeling so sleepy already. You know, I keep looking at the slideshow. I'll be back in a minute. Hey, I'm back. Okay, where were we? We had to start with the you, or we, or you. No, T. We had to get started with T. I'm so tired already. I'm not used to speaking much. And if I speak like, I just spoke for half an hour and I'm already tired. God, I've evolved into something else. Save me. All right. We will con we will we will continue studying while you look. I will continue studying while you look at sweet Grand Theft Auto images. Okay, we're okay. We're now in letter T. Taste it. Tasso. It's Tass. What the? What is Tasso? Taste it. Understood. Taste it. Approval. Not put into words. Taciturn, habitually silent, tactile, pertaining to sense of touch. Tainted is contaminated. Talisman is charm. Talon is claw of bird. Tangential, peripheral, tangible, able to be touched. Tanner, person who turns animal hides into leather. Tantalize, tease. Tantamount, equal. Tantrum, fit of petulance. Capricious, tantrum. Don't throw a tantrum, Sue. Taper, candle, tarantulas, a spider, tarries, delay, a dawdle, taut is tight, tautological is needlessly repetitious, tawdry is cheap and gaudy, taxonomist is a specialist in classifying animals, tedium is boredom, temerity is boldness, temper is moderate, tone down something. Temperament. Yeah, temperament. The other word for disposition is temperament. Characteristic frame of mind. Temperate is restrained. Tempo is speed of music. Temporal is not lasting forever. Temporize, avoid committing oneself. Tenacious, holding fast. Tenacity is determination, persistence. Not just determination. So that's the difference between determination and tenacity. And that's the difference between when you actually learn vocabulary and when you don't. Tendentious, biased. Tender, offer or extend. Tenet is doctrine or dogma. Tensile, capable of being stretched. Tentative, provisional. Tenuous, thin. Tenure, holding of an office. Time during which such an office is held. Tepid, lukewarm. Terminate, bring to an end. Terminology, terms used in a science or art. Terminus is last stop of a railroad. Terrestrial, honor relating to the earth. Terse is concise or abrupt. Tertiary is third. Tessellated, terse. You need to have a terse style of writing and speaking. That's what they say. So terse is concise and abrupt. Concise, mostly. Trenchant is cutting. Terse is just abrupt, concise. Tessellated, mosaic. Testator, maker of a will. Testy, irritable. Tether, tie with a rope. Thematic, theocracy is a government by religious leaders. That's theocracy. Theoretical, thermal, pertaining to heat. Thespian, pertaining to drama. Thrall is bondage, slave. Thrifty, economical. Thrive, flourish, prosper. Throws, violent anguish. Strong as a crowd. Throttle, strangle. Thwart, baffled, frustrate. Tightwad, excessively frugal person. Miser. Oh, we're back to the same set of images again. You know what? I'm gonna change up the images for you. I'm gonna pick something much older. Yeah. So I'm gonna slide through the entire. Oh, can I play them with Windows Media Player? Or, or do they play indefinitely? No, they don't. This is good. Does it still work? It does. So yeah. Where were we? Tilt or handle used to move the boat's rudder. Timber, quality of musical tone. Timid is easily frightened. Timidity, lack of self-confidence or courage. Timorous, fearful. Tipo, drink frequently. Tirade is extended scolding. Denunciation. Titanic is gigantic. Tithe, tax of 1/10. Titillate, tipple. Title, titter, titular. Titular. Tory, a Tory is a flatterer. So yes man, a sycophant. Toga, toil, tome, tonic, tonsure, topography. Torpor, torque, torrent. Torso, tortuous, touchstone. Touchstone is criterion. So touchstone is criterion. Touchy. Touchy is sensitive and testy is irritable. Tout. Publicize, praise excessively. Toxic, tract. Tractable is docile, traduce exposed to slander, trajectory paths taken by projectile, tranquility is calmness or peace, transcend is exceed or surpass, transcribe is copy, transgression is a violation of the law. So transgression is a violation of law. Transient, momentary. Transitoriness, impermanence. Translucent, partially transparent. Transmute, change, convert to something different. Transparent, transpire. Transport, trappings. Traumatic, travail. Traverse. Mafia 3 actually had some pretty sweet graphics, except it was kind of half-baked. Travesty, comical parody. Treatise, articles treating a subject systematically and thoroughly. Oh man, these graphics are actually sweet. The color scheme is sweet, but the textures, not so much. Trek, so traveler journey. Tremor, tremulous, trenchant is cutting. Trepidation is fear. Oh, look at those graphics. Damn, sweet graphics. Oh man. Tribulation is suffering. I'm a sucker for graphics. I'm a sucker for good graphics. I'm not gonna lie. Tribulation, suffering. So tribulation is distress or suffering. Tribunal, court of justice. Tribute, trident, trigger. Trilogy, trinket, knickknack, trite, hackneyed, banal. Trivia, trifles. Troth, pledge of good faith. Trough. Truism, truncate, tryst. Tumid, swollen. Tumult, commotion. Right, noise. Tundra, turbid, muddy, turbulent state of violent agitation. Terrain, turgidus, turncoat is a traitor, turpitude is depravity. For example, moral turpitude is moral depravity, lack of morals. Nah, not here. Tutelage, guardianship, training. tutelary, protective, pertaining to a guardianship. Tycoon is a wealthy leader. I'm gonna have to pick up from S, but I'm not in the mood right now. I thought I could finish the entire thing in one sitting. Oh, what a fool I was. So we'll pick up from S and go down the way, hopefully, right today, because I wanna get the first stage over with as soon as possible. So we're gonna stop the stream here, and I'm gonna take leave, and hopefully I'll be back with the next stage of my English for Dummies series today itself after finishing my assignment. Until then, see ya, bye bye.